Gay Media Group.
Hello and welcome to There I Said It. I'm Georgia Alfredas. She is Tamra Cherie, and we are missing one little peanut, our little sweet Gary.
Yes, Gary with the T. We're
waiting on him. What did Gary say?
He said he was running behind.
Okay. All right, Gary. But so he might pop in.
Yes.
Gary might pop in.
Yes.
When but he's technically technological when it comes to stuff like that. He said he might pop in on his phone, but y'all, honestly, Gary's not really good at that kind of thing, but we're going to see if it works.
And he'll tell you too. He's like, I don't know how to do this.
No, somebody show me. But there's so much to talk about. Let's start off with Cassie. Did you hear the news that Cassie plans to testify against Diddy during his upcoming trial, and she will not be anonymous? I mean, obviously, if we know it's Cassie, but a lot of people want to be anonymous. They're like, she is victim one.
Absolutely. It started with Cassie.
She
literally made everyone else feel comfortable to come forward. She was the first one. So it started with Cassie. And I don't really think how Cassie could be anonymous anyway.
It's just not possible.
It's not possible.
No. And did you hear or have you seen the video of Terrence Howard, what he's saying?
I saw that over the weekend, but I was traveling and I was like, wait, I saw the headlines. So I didn't actually click on the audio because where I was, I could not hear it. But I was like, oh, everybody was saying that he was talking about Diddy made advances towards him.
He says that Diddy pretended he wanted him to be his acting coach. And so, his people set it up for him to come over and work with Diddy. And he said, he'd be like, okay, so what do you want to work on? And Diddy would just sit there and stare at him. And then he pretended he wanted to help him with his music. And so he'd let him hear some of his music. And then Diddy would just sit there and stare at him. And he was like, Terrence Howard's take was, listen, you have to be a man and let a man know that you will knock the hell out of him if he tries to touch you, if he tries that with you. Mm-hmm. And he was like, Diddy knew that I wasn't going to put up with it. Like I wasn't. And he said, everybody who's been to Diddy's parties and been a part of that, they weren't real men. So he was like, guys might do it, but men, when somebody tries to approach you in that way and you're not that way, then you have to let them know as a man, no, it doesn't go down like that. Like you have to be like, I'm gonna slap shit out of you. Whatever he said, something to that effect. So yeah, but I was thinking that's not really true because President Obama, I think, has been to the parties and I think he's been with his wife. And Denzel Washington, we know he went to one of the parties and he was like, and he gave Diddy the business. He was like, hey, this is disrespectful. What are you doing here with these people, the way you're allowing them to behave and the way you're behaving with them. And so Denzel gave him the business. So I think what happened is when people stayed after hours, maybe they're like, whoa, what is going on? I feel like the party started off normal as a Diddy party might be able to be. And then later on into the night, other things began to happen because he said, I think every celebrity, big and hardly small, have been to Diddy's party. And for you to say that every man that was there, I don't think so. What do you think?
That's a strong statement.
Yeah.
That's the strong, I don't know. So he was trying to say that everyone there knew?
Well, he basically said if you went to a Diddy party and he approached you and you didn't show him your manhood, then you really are not a man. You didn't say, not show him your manhood. That sounded wrong.
Okay.
But you didn't address him immediately like, dude, no, I don't go that way or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then you basically were with it. So I don't know. It'll be very interesting to see if anybody who's gone to those parties will come out and be like, no, I was at the parties and I didn't see it or I didn't know it.
But
back to Cassie, what's going to be interesting is when Cassie gets on that stage, when she gets on that stand and she talks about the people who knew and who saw her being treated, what other celebrities knew about it. Because she knows. She knows. So that's what.
And the sad part about that, I think I remember telling you this story. We were at an event and I just remember stopping and Kim Porter, I want to say at first she saw my purse and she smiled, we ended up hugging. And I just remember that nobody stopped with her. Diddy didn't act like he kept moving. He saw her stop. and
Yeah.
she had to run and catch up with him. And for
Yeah.
me, at that time, they were together. They were
Mm.
together. And I just remember that's always stuck in my head. Like, they left her. Like,
Yeah.
nobody stopped for her. Nobody cared if she stopped to talk. Diddy just looked and kept walking. He did not care. And this
Mm.
is the person that you're with at that moment. That's just like
Yeah.
your husband. You stop and his whole entourage keeps moving. They just look at you and keep on walking and they leave you. So from that
Wow.
moment, I
Yeah, when you put
always
it
was
like
like,
that.
yeah, I was just like, I thought that was disrespectful.
Yeah.
And that's something that to me is something that minor,
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I recently interviewed comedian Tommy Davidson.
Mhm.
And Tommy Davidson shared how Diddy was his assistant. A lot of people
Child.
did not know that. I know, right?
What?
Yes, yes. And he actually shared a story where at that time he was in New York City. Diddy was his assistant, and he needed something. Like, he was trying to get his bags to him. I guess maybe it was something he needed to wear or something like that. And a guard was stopping him or from Diddy, getting the bags to Tommy. And literally, he did say that Diddy punched the guard.
Wow.
Exactly. And I was like, what year was this? He had to be very young. So of course I'm like, okay, well, he's, allegedly
Got a little
he has
temper
had
on him, huh?
that
I
part
thought that
right
was maybe just with
there.
women, but
That
apparently not.
he punched, and evidently he had gone to jail or something to that fact. And he called all of these people. No one would get it out but Tommy Davidson. Like, I
Oh,
think that the time the
wow.
Jay and the Jay-Z and all of that, nobody would get him out. And this was the story that Tommy Davidson actually shared on air.
Wow. I bet there's so many
And
stories,
I bet
and
there's so
we
many stories that
are
we do
about
not
to
even
hear
know
them.
about, you
We're about to,
know?
especially when he goes to court, because people are not gonna perjure themselves in court.
Right.
I don't think. I
Right.
don't think. So we shall see. Um, did you see this other story about Flavor Flav? He's talking about his sobriety journey, and
Okay.
he was on his Instagram stories, and he gave an honest update saying that he briefly relapsed. He said he's letting his followers know so he's able to admit what he did and publicly hold himself accountable. Now, he finished his statement by saying his journey is going to continue and he's starting from day one again. Now, back back in October last year, he was celebrating, I think, 4 or 5 years of sobriety. So, if Gary was here, Gary say,
I
we
know,
just gotta
right?
pray for him. We just
I
have to
know.
keep
Just
him lifted in prayer."
keep him
So,
lifted in prayer.
yes.
Keep him lifted in prayer
Yes,
for
yes.
sure. For sure. Now, I do have to say, I know you love Broadway plays and all of that. Did you see Kandy Burris? Of course, a lot of people know her from Escape and formerly of Real Housewives of Atlanta. But
Right.
listen, of course, we know that she quit that show. She is
Yeah.
now focused on all of her own projects. And when I say this latest Broadway play has broken records, she brought in just 7 days, reportedly $2.8 million, making it the highest Broadway play. That part.
Okay,
Talk
wait.
to
Wait, 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 wait. I
Yes.
gotta see this. I gotta
Yes.
see this.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah. But wait a minute. Okay. You right. Not that I didn't believe you. But wow. How about
Yes.
this? So she took over for The Lion King, which debuted in
Mm-hmm.
1997. It is still on Broadway, and it's made 2 million bucks. And it's had 10,000 performances. I wonder how many
Mm.
I know she hasn't had that many performances. Wicked is
Mm-hmm.
number 2. It came out in 2003, and it's still on. I thought Wicked was gone, but it has made 1.7. This is the gross revenue. Let me see what year this is. This can't be right.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
right.
It's
And
right.
You got Phantom of the Opera, you got Hamilton. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm looking for okay, so the other black one would be Chicago. And that one's made like 805,000. Wait, no. No, this is wrong. No, this is wrong. It's got to be 2 billion. This is 2 billion. But that's over the whole life of it since 19. I was about to say,
Okay.
like, wait a minute, it's
Got
gotta
it.
be 2
Over the
billion.
lifetime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over
Over the
the
lifetime.
life. I
We're
was like,
talking about
wait.
for her just 7 days.
Wow. 7 days.
Yes, we're talking about 7 days. Let me make sure. I mean, I am going to double check, but
I'm
from
about to
what
be
I
like, wait a
read,
minute.
7 days. Yes, in just days. We're talking about days.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
they say it is amazing. Like she has broken a record. And of
That's
course, it does
insane.
star Denzel Washington, honey. Okay.
Yeah.
But yes, it's
What about
breaking
The Color
record
Purple?
search.
She beat The Color
2.8
Purple.
in just the second week. So literally, yeah, they're talking about
Insane.
7 days.
Girl, she left Real Housewives of Atlanta and did not
Yes.
look back.
Did not look back. And that was her choice. That was her choice. She's like,
And
look.
everybody was like, okay, we know you have money coming in. Not that we're counting your money, but I'm just saying you're a writer. You
Mm-hmm.
got all this other stuff
And,
going
and
on. But
and keep in mind, she just revealed that she actually has a development deal as well to develop her own television shows.
this is crazy.
Oh
Are you
yeah.
planning to go see it? Are you planning to go see it? Now I want to go see
I
it.
know, right? I have not planned on going to see it. I know, but Candy makes you want to go see it.
Let me see who all in this play.
Like, yes.
Wait
Like,
a
I
minute.
love
What's the name of the
this.
play? What's the name of the play?
Othello.
Oh, hell yeah. Well,
Yeah.
duh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go see Othello. Are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What? Okay.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's so amazing.
I think it's
Wow.
great.
Congrats to her.
I love it. When I tell you love it, I love to see women winning and just winning on a different level. So I
Yeah.
love this for her.
And I feel like Housewives of Atlanta, it got to be too old for her. And I think
Mm,
she got everything she could get out of it, you know?
mm-hmm,
I mean, I would
mm-hmm.
probably do it for like 40 years and keep the check
You know
coming,
what?
but I would need the check. Candy doesn't need the check.
Yeah,
You know what
and
I
she
mean?
still tours with Escape.
Yeah, for
She
sure.
still tours with Escape.
Wow.
Yeah,
Congrats
she's
to
doing
her.
amazing, amazing things. And then she has some other projects she's working on as far as in television. So I just think it's amazing. I love to see that. I love to see that for sure. I like Candy. I like
Incredible.
Candy
I
on
like
Real
her
Housewives of
too.
Atlanta.
She's just so cool and down to earth. Let me find
She
out.
is. She is. She definitely is for sure. For
Okay, you
sure.
want to feel, well,
Wait,
you won't feel
have
old.
you been watching Real Housewives of Atlanta? Okay. 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 Because it is a lot going on the show right
Do tell,
now.
do tell.
It is a lot
Okay, I
going on
haven't
with
been
the show.
watching, but I do keep up with what's going on in the show.
Okay,
So
like
tell
what's
me.
going on with the show for sure. And especially this past episode where it was actually revealed of what allegedly of what Kenya Moore showed and why she was suspended. But
Oh yeah.
a lot of fans are definitely asking for Kenya Moore to come back to Real Housewives of Atlanta because they feel like that they let the girl, the new castmate, I think her name is Brittany, they let her stay after she talked about having a pistol on
Right.
set when she had this confrontation with Kenya. And she kind of
Yeah.
said, like, I have pistols. I have my pistol. It's okay. And all of this. So they're like, why did she not get suspended or fired? But they let Kenya go, I guess, with showing the pictures because
Right.
that was in retaliation of that. So you do have a lot of fans online that are definitely getting behind Kenya because Kenya's been trending for the last 2 weeks when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta. So there's some division there when it comes. Of course, she's apologized since for what she's done because this was her big event that she revealed these pictures were at her event.
Yeah, I
And
remember
that's
that.
unfortunate. Yeah, it's like it was a grand moment. It was all of that. And it was very distasteful, very distasteful. But she was just trying to say it. She said that on television. She's like, nope, don't tell me it's too much. Because this girl, she felt like she threatened her with a gun.
But let me ask you this. Is what Kenya did, is that illegal? What
As
she
far
did?
as I don't think that's legal. No, I don't think revenge porn is legal at all. I
Yeah, so
think that breaks the
maybe
law. Exactly.
maybe she
Yeah.
broke the law.
Yeah.
The other
It's
woman,
because
Brittany, did
they
not. Just
call it,
carrying a pistol
yeah,
is
they
not
call it
against the law.
revenge porn.
Yeah, I think that's against the law.
Yeah,
And
that's
they may have,
revenge porn
yeah,
for
that may
sure.
be what, I mean, I don't know, but I do remember when it came out, it was like she could actually get in real trouble for this.
Yeah, yeah, that is against the law. That's against the law for sure.
Yeah. So that could be the sticking point with Bravo. Like, no, chick, you broke the law. I
You
don't
broke
know.
the law.
But
Yeah.
I like Kenya more. I don't know Brittany because I haven't been watching.
I don't know her either. I don't know her.
But she got a pistol, so I'm gonna say she's great.
Listen,
She apparently carries a pistol, so I just want to say, yay, Brittany.
That is a lot. That is a lot.
I'm a Texan, girl.
Sure.
We all carry pistols, so
You in Texas, girl? Yes.
we all carry our pistols, girl.
It's a lot. It's a lot. They have a lot going on that show, for sure.
Yeah.
But this past episode for season 16, I think that was the last episode that you would actually see Kenya Moore for the rest of the season.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot,
All right?
It's
okay,
a lot.
well, thanks for the update, because I want to know what I see people online like all pissed off, and I'm like, what is the
I know,
deal?
you're like, what's going on? Like, what are they doing?
I could just watch the show and figure it out. But yeah.
You know
what? I have my own Housewives of Frisco going on.
I was about to say, honey, you are booked and busy. You are booked and busy.
I can't, girl.
Did you see Neo? Like, Neo, I cannot keep up with Neo and all of his shenanigans. I guess over the weekend, he showed love to all the women in his life. With a special date night this weekend.
With all of them? Was it with all of them at the same time?
It was all, of course. It was all of them at the same time. And this time they say he brought out all 4 of his girlfriends. I thought it was 3. So 4? Now he's added 1. Exactly. Did you
now
think it was 3?
Y'all know I got to Google Neo's girlfriends.
I thought it was 3. That's why I said I can't keep up with the foolishness and the shenanigans that they have going on with that. I really can't. But they said it was 4. It was 4.
Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah. Oh,
4 girlfriends, right?
Yeah, they're... Okay, yeah. Wow.
Exactly.
I can't imagine what would make I mean, fame.
Money.
If not money.
Fame,
I don't know how wealthy
money.
he is. He's written a lot of stuff. But definitely fame. And then look at me. I'm Googling them. I want to see what they look like.
What do they, I would love to know, what do they do? Like, because that's like, I just, being one of 4. Like, ladies, we may want to ask you in the comments.
And I'm looking at him. One is super cute. What is she doing, girl? What? I don't know. See, all of them are attractive.
They're very
all of them are. You know what? All of them are attractive. I don't know, because Neo
Okay.
does not do it for me.
Listen, and that's why I think all of his relationships did not work out with the women that he was with previously. Like his marriages.
Now we know. He wanted to do, like look at he's got all Nick Cannon. I don't know if he wants to have several girlfriends at the same time or just a million kids. I don't remember.
Yeah, my take on Nick Cannon. I just think Nick Cannon was very, very hurt by Mariah Carey.
Oh, girl, like, who hurt you?
Yeah.
Why you keep having these babies?
Yeah.
And guess what? Mariah's like, so?
Exactly. I know, right? I think
Mariah's like, honey, I'm just waiting over here for Christmas.
Very hurt by Mariah Carey. And that's it.
Girl,
bye. He's hurt, and that's the way he deals with that hurt and healing.
Mariah is
just my opinion, Nick Cannon.
Yeah, no,
agreed.
Agreed. Mariah is the perfect example of why women, when you leave, when you move on, that's like the best revenge. It's not going at somebody on social media. It's not cussing them out. It's not calling a girl, the best thing you can do is move. Not that Mariah was on give back of any sort, because I think she's the one who left. But just move on with your life. And
that's all you have to do.
That's revenge without revenge. You know what I mean? That's so, wow. Okay, look, we're over here dropping gems. But anyway, I don't think Gary is going to join us.
We are missing our threesome today.
Wait, no. Yeah. I mean, okay, yeah. He's usually sandwiched in between, but yeah, that's our boo. We miss Gary today. We know you miss him. Listen, y'all, please comment. Let us know what you want to talk about. Let us know anything, like what we've talked about. You agree with us? You disagree? Are we totally wrong? We want to know. Make sure you comment in the comment section. Make sure that you are watching our show on YouTube. Make sure you are listening on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast fix. And now on Spotify, if you don't watch on YouTube. On Spotify, you can see our little faces. Your hair is cute today, by the way, honey.
Thank you. I did not. I did not.
It's very. You don't ever have to ask me that, because you know the answer is always perpetually no. No, I didn't. You didn't ask, but no, I didn't. But anyway, all right. So Gary's not here, but just me and Tamara Cherie. And I guess we're out of here. We will see you next week. Yeah?
I know. We love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Bye, Tamara.
Bye, girl.